Hello Wargamers, back again in Rochester Games, Models and Railways. I hope I got that right this time. You know, back for another game of 40k. We need something a little bit unusual this time around, where I'm bringing something that I've heard a lot of people have been asking for. You know, saying Dark Angels, Deathwing, 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 so many Terminators, boring. So this time I brought the Raven Wing. Should be interesting fun. Now you remember that last game that I put up on my channel was against David's Iron Warriors, and I couldn't catch the Warpsmith. Well, this time around he's back again. He's improved his army just a little bit more, and we've been rolling and doing stuff, and we're having a bit of a city fight. We've tracked him down into a city, and hopefully this time we're going to catch him. So without further ado, we'll introduce the armies. We are playing Cleanse and Control. It's going to be a Maelstrom mission. Let's get on with the armies and get on with the fun. Bam! Okay, and here is my army. It's going to be a combined arms detachment first. As you can see here, they're not my primary detachment, they're just bare bones really. 5 sniper scouts, veteran sergeant there with melter bombs. I have a 5-man tactical squad with a grav cannon, a veteran sergeant with melter bombs, power sword and a combat shield. A tech marine with a conversion field, other than that is bare bones. They're riding in a raceback with twin link las cannons. 5 Deathwing Terminators, basically bare bones, only that one has Chain Fist. And a Mortis Dreadnought with twin link las cannons, deal with any pesky flyers. Right, now on to the fun stuff. Because waiting in reserve, I have a Raven Wing, well, bike mounted librarian, mastery level 2, conversion field, melter bombs. He's accompanied by 6 Raven Wing Black Knights, 2 Raven Wing grenade launchers in there, aspiring champion, look at me going all chaos there. The Huntmaster has melter bombs. They got a standard Raven Wing biker squad, just 3 dudes with an attack bike with a heavy bolter, 2 plasma guns in that squad, and the veteran sergeant has melter bombs. At the back we have 3 Raven Wing attack bikes, all with multi-melters. Over this side we have 6 Raven Wing bikers. There's a flamer, a melter gun, veteran sergeant has a power sword and melter bombs. And backing them all up we have a Raven Wing, a land speeder dark shroud to provide that bubble of gribble. And then we'll Librarian actually rolled up power wise. You see here we have obviously Mindworm, the Primaris, Righteous Repugnance again, second time in a row, and Mind Wipe. I heard a lot of people hate this power. I've not used it yet, so we shall see what it does. Right, over to my opponent's army.
And in my army we have, yet again, the Warpsmith.
Yeah, we're going to get him this time.
He will be with a 9-man unit of Berserkers.
Yep.
Everyone's armed exactly the same. For his, excuse me, sorry.
Yep, no worries.
For his, he's re-rolling his boons for his Warlord trait, and so the boon he rolled first was +1 attack. His champion roll for also +1 attack.
Oh,
and they will be travelling in a large metal box.
Yes, land radar.
Demonic Possession, Warflame Gargoyles, a normal
Combi bolter,
and a Havoc Launcher.
Wow, I've tooled up to the 9s. Although that being said, it might accidentally eat some of these guys, which is what I'm hoping for. So, next.
Okay, in troops, first of all, we also have a Sorcerer who rolled a +1 strength for his bolt pistol for his boon.
Ooh.
He's taking Biomancy for this one. His Primaris is Smite. He also took Warp Speed and also rolled Hemorrhage.
Ooh,
he
nice.
will be in a 9-man unit of cinch marked Chaos Space Marines.
Yep.
With the Icon of Flame. Everyone again is armed exactly as they were in the last battle, except no autocannon this time because we're only 10 men.
Yep.
His champion rolled +1 weapon skill, and they'll be travelling in a Rhino with Combi Bolter
And a Havoc
Launcher, Destroyer Blades, extra armour, Dirge Caster.
It's tooled up basically. Okay.
Okay, the second troop squad, we have the Nurgle squad from last time.
Yep.
Also armed exactly the same. They have +1 strength on their Nurgle champion, who is of course armed with a Power Fist.
Wow, strength 9, that's going to hurt.
Travelling in a Borrowed Land Raider from Grant.
Borrowed Rhino.
Borrowed Rhino.
Smaller metal box.
Yes, another smaller metal box.
Yeah.
That is going to be a Combi Bolter, not a Combi Flame for this battle.
Okay.
Havoc Launcher and Destroyer Blades.
Yep.
In fast attack, we have another borrowed unit,
Yep.
some Raptors. Champion has Melter Bombs, Boon Mutation, but he didn't actually get anything. And
Good.
Twin Lightning Claws. It's a 5-man squad, armed as seen, with a plasma pistol and a melter gun.
Right, yep.
And finally, we have some Obliterators.
All 3 of them.
Yes, everyone is veteran.
Veterans of the Long War.
These 3 units are veterans of the Long War. Those
Okay.
2 are not. And finally, the Helldrake, which which surprisingly survived the last battle.
Yeah.
That rarely happens for me.
No, don't worry. I will do my best to make sure that it breaks its living streak. It's going to die horribly. Oh, at least I hope so. Right. Well, anyway, we're going to get on with rolling. We're going to deploy, and which we've already rolled for table edges and things, and then we'll
see who sees the initiative.
See the initiative. Yeah. Okay. And we'll catch you when we're deployed. Right. Okay, I actually just seized the initiative from my opponent, so it looks like I'm actually going first, believe it or not. So I'm going to draw 3 cards. Oh, that should be interesting. Assassinate. Demolitions I can't do because you don't have any fortifications this time around. Objective 2. And behind enemy lines. Well, that should be interesting later. I doubt I'm going to score that right now. So I'm going to do my movement phase, such as it is, and shooting phase, because to be perfectly honest, not a huge amount going on, and get back to you shortly. Okay, back into Dark Angel turn 1. As you can imagine, considering I haven't got a lot on the table, it's quite lacklustre. Mortis Dreadnought, because obviously no flyer to fire at so far. Just had to go at the Land Raider behind there. He would have got a massive cover save, but didn't penetrate, which kind of sucked. The Razorback down here was a little bit more successful. Shot its twin link las cannon at Rhino, knocked a hull point off of it and stunned it. However, the hit did not affect the crew, so they can actually shoot from the fire point. So we're going to go on to... Oh!
What did this extra armour do again?
It downgrades stun to shaken.
Yeah, I said at the beginning that has extra armour.
Oh, does it have extra armour? Oh, you should
so
mention that. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's shaken, so it can move. It's just on snapshots.
Right. Okay. That does.
But obviously the crew would still be affected, but you've passed the leadership check, so they're fine.
Yes.
So we're going to see what my opponent is going to draw in terms of tactical objective cards. Right. So 3 cards. What you get?
Score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was completely destroyed in the assault phase.
Right. Okay.
Score 1 victory point if I control objective marker 3. That's
that one on there.
In the
Yeah. Good luck. That might be a good thing in Raptors in a later turn.
And score 1 victory point if you end the turn with at least 1 enemy character removed from as a casualty.
Yep, so pretty much the same as me. Right, so we'll let you do your movement phase and then we'll come back shortly. And we're back at the end of Chaos turn 1. Most things, you know, these guys, they got out of their Rhino. The Rhino scuttled back behind cover. Land Raider moved up. Obviously these guys got out. Sorcerer chucked, well, would have chucked something, but was actually just slightly out of range, thankfully. Good. Let's see, this Rhino just flat-outed over to here. I said the Land Raider fired its Havoc Launcher, got a really good hit, and the Scouts walked away from it without taking a scratch. I love camo cloaks, they are glorious. Right, so, Dark Angel's turn 2, and the Raven Wing are about to arrive. This should be interesting, and we'll show you at the end of my movement phase what I'm up to. And right, after the Dark Angel movement phase, not a huge amount really, well actually quite a lot. This just scooted over a little bit to get Twin Link las cannon shot down at that stupid Land Raider. These guys, including the Librarian, the Black Knights, came in here, ready to give them some plasma dagger. Alright, this side, a unit of Brave Wing Bikers and the Dark Shroud have come in to give some, well, a dagger something. Another squad of Raven Wing Bikes over there came in behind enemy lines, lovely, so I'll score that victory point at least this turn. 3 attack bikes came in, I reckon that Rhino's in real trouble, and the Death Wing actually scattered quite badly. I actually intended to place them about here, midway between these 2 metal boxes, but they scattered wildly. Luckily they just narrowly avoided a mishap, and a couple of dangerous terrain tests, but they're okay. So, Psychic phase was a bit lacklustre. Librarian tried to cast Mind Wipe and didn't quite get it to go off, which is a real shame because it would be nice to have that entire squad turn into mental like root vegetables, but never mind. Hopefully I'll just have to shoot the crap out of them and see how many of them die. Right, back at the end of Dark Angel shooting. And we are back at the end of Dark Angel shooting phase. Aside from really anything particularly amazing happened. Right, this Rhino obviously got 3 multi-melters to the side and, well, it didn't last long. Then, obviously, as the guys spilled out, the Deathwing then hosed them with bullets, losing their aspiring champion in the process. Oh no, big pardon, he look out it to the Heavy Bolter. These guys, just turbo boosted. That Rhino was wrecked by the assault cannon from the Dark Shroud. Some plasma bursts from that bike squad all the way over there. Plasma bursted into that squad and they're down a few dudes. These guys and the scouts basically hosed these guys. The sorcerer is down a wound and he pushed a guy in front of him to save his life and obviously he didn't survive. Twin link las cannon shots missed again despite being twin linked. I think this Tech Marine really needs to have a word with the machine spirit on board this thing because clearly it's not doing its job. Other than that, las cannon shot into them as well from the from the Mortis, but didn't really do anything. So no assaults as yet. Obviously that will probably be coming shortly, I should imagine. So yeah, I guess we'll see at the end of Chaos turn 2. Yeah, movement. Oh, almost forgot. I actually managed to score behind enemy lines for 1 victory point. First blood for taking out that Rhino or that Rhino, take your pick. Did I get assassinated? Have I taken out a sparring champion anywhere?
No.
Not yet. So I'm going to throw away objective 2 because I'm probably going to kill something later, and I don't really care that much about that objective at the moment. So see if I can score something else on my next turn. Right, lovely. And again, back to my opponent's turn. Okay, and Chaos turn 2. We did some psychic stuff. Moved about. That squad with the Chaos Sorcerer. Basically, he managed to cast warp speed, but everything else just no. Hell Turkey flew on, Vector struck the poor land speed of Dark Shroud and caused the whole point and immobilised it, which was a bit of a pain. But it didn't get very far because before it could come over here and Bale Flame of my Black Knights, my Mortis Dreadnought intercepted and just blew it clean out of the sky. It crashed and burned, and it landed somewhere about here-ish. Yeah. So not very successful over that side of the table, to be fair. This side of the table, I've lost a few Deathwing Terminators to lots of plasma and, well, just Dakka being thrown at it. And I lost a bike over there, and and a Raven Wing Black Knights lost a bike as well. So that's the end of that, but unfortunately it's also the assault phase time, and this is where it's probably going to be unpleasant. So we'll see you at the end of that. And back at the end of Chaos Assault phase, and didn't go completely as badly as it could have done. Issued a challenge and got run through by the Deathwing Sergeant. Unfortunately, they just couldn't handle the amount of dice, and me rolling a couple of ones in succession didn't help. Basically, the entire Deathwing squad has wiped out, and they consolidated 2 inches. Right, well, in that case, it's back to Dark Angel's turn 3 now?
Yes.
Yeah, Dark Angel's turn 3, and let's see how nasty I can be. Okay, right, starting Dark Angel's turn 3, going to draw 2 new cards. Harness the Warp. Yeah, I think I can do that. And the next one, Recon. I hate that one. Because we haven't really been, we've just been trying to murder each other, to be perfectly honest. Right, okay, we'll do my movement phase and then come back. Okay, and I've done my movement phase, psychic phase and shooting just because it was quicker. Obviously this squad has just taken an absolute hammering. It's been plasma Dakkaed. I actually lost 2 dudes for overheats, which was a bit of a pain. They were on snapshots anyway, but sod it. Grav Cannon came out, hosed a couple. Sniper Scouts come in, hosed a couple.
Didn't get anything.
Mindworm, I tried to use the Mind Wipe, but no, didn't quite go off. But Mindworm actually did, and I actually got a precision with it. So I went after the Sorcerer. He failed to deny it, but he made his invulnerable save. Otherwise, brain melting. Let's see, other than that, this thing, again, tried to go through that window and have a go at the Land Raider, which you could just about see. But unfortunately, it missed, even despite being twin linked. that's just terrible, isn't it? Down here, things were a little bit more successful. Managed to immobilise that and knock a whole point off of it with the multi-melters from the attack bikes. Let's see, they actually did pretty well. Managed to hose a couple of the Plague Marines. There are a lot less of them now than there were. Some Dakar from over here, and bear in mind, I might actually try and charge them just for the sake of it, because time is running low and need to get this done. And need to just keep doing things. However, I did manage to score a few things. The aspiring champion from that squad is dead, which allowed me to claim Assassinate, and I harnessed the Warp as well. Recon, unfortunately, is obviously just going to have to wait a little bit. So let me do my assault phase and see how we go. Okay, and back at the end of my assault phase. There's only one assault. Rather surprisingly, it seems to be a no score draw. The only kill that was actually made was a Hammer of Wrath, and my opponent passed his leadership check. So, over to you. Do you want to draw your cards and see what you get?
Harness the Warp.
So you've got to cast a Psychic Power. Yep, and one more.
Secure Objective 6, that's the white one.
I can't remember what the hell that one is. That one. Yeah. No, that's 4.
That's 4. Oh.
1 V. You need 6 VI, which is no, that's 5.
That's the.
Christ, about where the hell? Here it is. There's 6. The one I'm currently sitting on. Fantastic. Right, get back at the end of your movement phase, and we'll see how we go. After the Chaos movement and Psychic phase, basically those Berserkers moved up. I've got a feeling they don't like the attack bikes shooting at the multi-melter.
That they're trying to secure Objective 6.
Yeah, they're trying to obscure Objective 6 as well. The Raven Wing and the few Plague Marines over, local marked Chaos Marines are just duking it out. Let's see, not a huge amount going on over here. The Chaos Sorcerer very bravely looks like he's going to charge the Black Knights, which is kind of crazy, to be perfectly honest. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and that's pretty much about it at the moment. So, oh, that's right, Psychic phase. He actually got Quickening off, which I tried to stop and just couldn't. And he tried to smite my dudes, but after only one hit, he failed to wound. So, shooting phase, and we're back after that. And we are back at the end of Chaos Turn 3 Assault phase. And they actually, although they lost the combat because they're fearless, they weren't going to break. So I hit and run and actually got my 2 remaining attack bikes with 1 wound each out of there. Chaos Marine squad, actually, the champion just beat the crap out of my sergeant and killed the dude next to him. Struck back, didn't really cause any damage. Failed their break test despite being stubborn, but managed to actually escape and heading for the hills, so to speak. At the moment, you know, things aren't too great for me. They've consolidated over there. The only plus point is the Chaos Sorcerer charged. Although he took out the Ravenwing Huntmaster, the Librarian and eventually a Corvus Hammer took him out. So he's been knocked out, and he's going to probably not enjoy what's going to happen to him next.
And one last piece of bad news for you.
Yep.
I captured Objective 6.
Oh, yes.
For one of my cards.
Yes, damn it. So anyway, the good news is, though, I get a 3... Actually, I'll do that now, thinking about it, since it'll be my turn next. First card. Hold the line. Well, that should be easy enough, because I'm doing that anyway. 2. Ascendancy. Oh, God, no. And then finally... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Bloody Supremacy. Well, that's not going to happen. Oh, well, right. Well, in that case, then, I suppose I just better get on with it and do my best. So I'll see you at the end of my movement phase. And back at the end of Dark Angels turn 4? Yeah, turn 3. You sure? Because I said I...
No, it is 4.
It's 4 for me, yeah, that's what I meant, yeah. So, my guys just basically just leapt on some objectives, really. Did manage to severely thin the crowd of those Khorne Berserkers. A couple of precision shots by the scouts. Head popped one of the plasma pistols. And another load from those guys just dackered them down, which is great, because the plasma pistol guy, the other guy, was closest, which is great. Twin-Link Lascannon from the Dreadnought, only 1 hit, but it did knock a whole point off and would have shaken it if it wasn't demonically possessed. Goddamn Warpsmith, up to no good. These guys obviously helped thin the crowd. Melter gun shot, hit, but didn't penetrate, even though it's in melter range, which kind of sucked. Yeah, other than that, you know, Twin-Link Lascannon there on snapshots because it moved 12 inches. Failed to hit the thing. Other than that, things are just basically grabbing objectives. I managed to score not only Supremacy for 2 points, but Ascendancy for 3 points, and hold the line. So things seem to be going pretty well for the Dark Angels, which is kind of strange. So here we go, back at the end of Chaos Marine turn 4.
the reserves automatically turn up finally, so just deep strike them and see where they go. And oh, and draw some more cards, by the way.
Yes. Okay. Let's just do that first.
Yeah.
Scour the skies, which I will not be able to go.
Throw it. You discard it because I can't. I haven't got a flyer. So I can't actually. You can't actually game that one. So I'm to get a bit tongue tied.
Domination. Score D3 plus B for if you control every objective mark.
Oh, you can't get rid of it either until the end of your turn. So you're stuck with that one. And one more, which is
subdue objective 4, which is
that actually
one.
is that one. So your plague marines can actually do something useful this turn. Fantastic.
Yes. Okay.
Right, back at the end of Chaos movement phase. We are back at the end of Chaos turn 4. We're just basically spinning through because there's not such a huge amount left. Deep striking obliterators over there got las cannons in the face. 2 of them died. The last Black Knight was taken out by a hell of a lot of... actually, that's the point. That Black Knight, thinking about it, he's also within 3 inches of the objective, so he should have feel no pain because he grants it to the unit. And no, he's dead. Never mind. Never mind. Ignore me. Right. Okay. So, let's see now. So yeah, last Black Knight got hosed down. Librarian actually managed to feel no pain, even though he'd been riddled with bullets. Let's see now. These 2... Well, there were 3 bikes there. The Flamer unfortunately got walloped. The combat was actually drawn, so I decided to hit and run and just get the hell out of there. These poor Raptors mishapped quite badly when they deep struck and ended up all the way over there. So Dark Angel's turn 5 coming up, and we'll just see what we can do. So it's just a thought thinking about it, because I actually scored a hell of a lot of objectives earlier. I've just got Supremacy, Ascendancy and Hold the Line, so I actually need to pull 3 new cards. So I've got Domination, which obviously I don't think I can do. Overwhelming Firepower, that might be doable. And Blood and Guts, do I want to assault anything? Maybe, have to give that some serious thought. Anyway, back at the end of, well, just do Psychic and whatnot and then come back to you. And back at the end of Dark Angels 5, wow, it's been a really eventful turn. Should we start with the attack bikes down here, finally blew up the Land Raider, took it out, blew it up. The Warpsmith dropped out, he was actually failed his leadership check and pinned. Then the scouts managed to hit him a couple of times and he'd take a wound off of him. He was actually finished off by the twinning las cannon from this Razorback. So he now has a massive hole where most of his important internal worky bits actually are. So that's a Warlord kill, which is great, that's +1 VP. Libby over here in the plasma bikes just turned around and hosed, or tried to hose the remaining berserkers with a couple of plasma bolts, but although they hit and wounded, they didn't actually pass the cover save. Grav Cannon down here did what Grav Cannons do really well and just murdered that last obliterator. He is no longer a problem. Let's see, anything else? These guys over here, a bit lackluster. Only 1 hit with the flamer, only 1 wound with the flamer, and it was saved. So looking pretty good. However, in terms of what I've actually done, can't really pick up Domination because I don't control them all. Overwhelming Firepower, yes. Land Raider, Warlord kill, and Obliterator. So actually scored 3 there, which is completely destroyed 3 or more enemy units. That's worth D3. So I'll quickly roll that now for people. Just the 1. Okay, that's not bad though. I'm already ludicrously ahead. Blood and Guts, I didn't actually assault anything because, to be perfectly honest, anything you've got left I really wouldn't want to assault. And yeah, so we are all good. So that's the end of my turn 5. End of your turn 5, or you want to do your turn 5, or
Let's
are you?
do our turn.
Okay, do your turn 5 and then we'll call it. Yeah, because you're in real trouble here.
Okay.
Back into turn 5. Here we are at the end of Chaos Marines turn 5. We're going to call it for time and the fact that, you know, to be perfectly honest, there's not a huge amount of chaos left. You know, basically this is the way the world ends. There's not a huge amount of stuff left for Chaos. They did actually manage to take out the land speeder Dark Shroud eventually. Been immobilised pretty much the whole game. Hasn't really done a huge amount, but Raptors finally got to kill something, which they did kill it remarkably quickly, to be fair. So, you know, good on them. Basically, the 2 remaining Raven bikes barely untouched. These guys managed to secure another objective, and this is pretty much the way the world ends. Scouts have been pretty good all game. Las Cannons, multi-mills. I can't really pick a man of the match for the Dark Angels because it's just everything's done pretty much what it was intended to do. Actually, no, I will pick a man of the match. Actually, thinking about it, my beloved Mortis Dreadnoughts. I love these things because just one-shotted the poor Hell Turkey. He wasn't coming back. So, quick epic handshake for my opponent. Epic handshake. Well done. What was the final score, by the way?
The final score, points-wise, was...
Yeah, final score was...
Dark Angels 12, Iron Warriors 6.
Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, it wasn't...
It's when you suddenly got those 3 really good cards.
Yeah, all in one go, the D3 ones, because it's just like, oh my god, no, for a dumb accident, really, I just grabbed as many objectives as I could, and that was it. But yeah, so little part of our narrative. Let's see, I've killed your Warpsmith, and
well, you've shot him to the point he can't fight anymore.
Yeah, well, okay, he's got a massive, great hole in his guts. So I'd imagine we'll probably just go and snatch him up and then leg it with him, to be perfectly honest. We'll
snatch him up and leg it with him because we've got... Right now he died where the...
Oh yeah, that's quite right. He did die there. So I'll tell you what, they've actually managed to drag him off. Again. It's the second time. I mean, he's really badly hurt this time. Your Sorcerer, well, he got knocked out of a Corvus Hammer. Teleport Homer. He's probably in a cell not enjoying himself much now. So, great game. Hopefully when you guys upload it, you'll enjoy it. Thanks for giving me a sub. Couple of quick shout outs really. Primarily to my mate Doug, who's a Dark Angel player as well, and he loves his Raven Wing too, and his artillery, funnily enough, and seen him for a while. So, out there you go, Doug. Where you at? Come on, come play. Let's do this. Any shout outs you want to do?
No, I think I'm fine.
Okay, no worries. Right, well in that case, we'll see you guys later, and hope you enjoy the battle rep.